June 12, 2025. Seconds after takeoff from runway 23 in Ahmedabad, Air India flight AI-171, a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, was no longer climbing. Instead, it was falling. And when it came down, it didn't just crash. It tore through buildings, shattered concrete, and ignited flames that would burn long after the smoke cleared. The aircraft struck the ground just 0.9 nautical miles from the runway, its first point of impact. The BJ Medical College hostel, but that was only the beginning. 5 buildings in total were ravaged by the force of the impact. Each one suffered a major structural collapse, and all were engulfed by fire. The aircraft's emergency locator transmitter, a beacon meant to signal distress, remained silent, never activated. Instead, what remained was wreckage spread across a path nearly 1,000 feet long and 400 feet wide. A stretch of devastation that told its own story. As the aircraft lost altitude, it clipped trees, then smashed into an incineration chimney within the Army Medical Corps compound. And then, at just over 290 feet from first tree contact, it struck the northeast wall of the first building. The aircraft was still trying to fly. Impact markings revealed a nose-up attitude, about 8 degrees with wings level, but it wasn't enough. What followed was a violent disintegration. The vertical stabilizer, the aircraft's towering tail fin, separated from the fuselage, landing 200 feet south of the building. The tail section and right main landing gear were driven into the wall, embedded into the northeast side of the structure. As the aircraft slid across the rooftop, the right engine struck a concrete water tank, separating and coming to rest beneath it, aligned at 226 degrees. Near the southwest wall, wings too were scattered. The right wing's inboard parts were found between the first and second buildings, while the midsection and outboard section landed over 280 and 520 feet southwest, respectively. The left main landing gear, along with the middle and outboard sections of the left wing, struck a third building, with debris found 345 feet south of the original impact. Part of the left wing's midsection was lodged into the 4th floor, while another fragment lay 670 feet southwest, deep in the debris field. The nose landing gear was discovered shattered and resting on the ground, 307 feet away. But the left engine followed a different path. It detached, smashed into the north corner of a 4th building, and remained there, nearly perpendicular to the resting spot of the right engine, facing 326 degrees. The impact pushed the wall inward, exposing rebar, ripping away chunks of concrete, and igniting intense fire damage around the engine and the cowling remnants. Back at the tail after it was recovered, the APU, or Auxiliary Power Unit, was found intact inside its compartment. Its air inlet door was open, untouched by the flames. The fuselage continued to fragment and burn as it carved a path through the northwest faces of 4 more buildings, scattering debris from the 3rd to the 6th. The furthest piece of debris, found 765 feet southwest of the point of initial impact. The flight deck windshield support came to rest at 650 feet. Inside the charred remnants, investigators made a key discovery. The flap handle assembly, though severely burned, remained fixed in the 5-degree position, a standard takeoff setting, confirmed by flight recorder data. The landing gear lever, still in the down position. The thrust levers appeared to be near idle, melted and twisted in the wreckage, but electronic data revealed the truth. They had remained in the full forward position until impact. The aircraft had been giving it everything. Power was on, engines engaged, fuel switches to run, but it was a battle against fate that could not be won. The reverser levers were bent but still stowed, never deployed. The wires from the auto-throttle disconnect and toga switches were visible, barely, but burned beyond function. In the end, all that was left was wreckage and questions, but each twisted metal beam, every scorch mark on a broken wall, and the placement of every scattered component began to tell a chilling truth. Flight AI-171 had no mechanical voice in its final moments, no emergency beacon, no distress call, only silence and destruction.